It's the creativity of me being able to manufacture and make something from start to finish. And when they pick up our brushes with my name on the handle and they start to paint with it, I love it when I hear them say, "This has changed my life." And I like to think now that I've given them a tool they can't blame. And it's amazing to see how their art changes. They're not just picking up a brush anymore, they're picking up an extension of their arm, an extension of their eye, of their vision. And I really feel strongly that I've actually tried to create some magic. I was brought up in the countryside, and I was brought up before the days of laptops and computers, so we literally used to go outside and play. I used to paint. I was an oil artist. As I used to paint, my brother was into fly fishing, and I would make Phillips ties for him, his fishing flies, and tie them off. I can remember this one day, and I said, "How can I paint when I'm painting with utter rubbish?" And he just looked at me and he said, "Well, you can make fishing flies, why don't you make your own brushes?" That was it. Never discussed it any further, and it preyed on my mind a little bit. And in those days, if something happened to somebody in the village, they would pile all the stuff outside the garage. An elderly lady in the village, bless her, passed away. She was a phenomenal oil artist. They left all her kit outside, and I just made a beeline. And I actually bought the most magnificent set of brushes, canvas, easel, the lot. Got the brushes home, and in those days, folks used to make them with an aluminium ferrule, which is like rolled around and wrapped and tied. So I literally peeled these brushes open just to see the construction of how they were made. And it just became so obvious to me that if you can make fly fishing, you can actually make brushes. The folks in Stoke-on-Trent, the potteries, wanted to buy English. They didn't want to buy French or German, so they supported me. So I literally started out by anything I could get my hands on, like cornflake boxes were brilliant, or orange squash bottles, anything I could put the brushes in, pad them out and throw them in the post and know they were going to get there safe, was how I did it.
I remember Mum used to say, "Could you put some stamps on some packets for me?" So me and my brother used to get, 12 or 15 packets a day, and we would literally go to Royal Mail and get stamps and start sticking them on. To think that we've gone from 15 packets a day to, a good day could be 180, 250 packets a day.
It didn't just stop then at supplying the UK and Europe. I decided I'm going to go to the States. Richard Schmid was at that event, he was the headliner, and Richard Schmid said, "Well, I've just met a new lady from England, her name's Rosemary, and I don't think I'll ever use another brush now." And he picked them up and started painting with these 3 brushes, and he finished his demo, and within 20 minutes of him finishing, I'd sold everything I took. Because I'm passionate about art, this isn't just business for me, this is my love, my life. It's a hobby of mine that turned into this business. And my dream was, I'm passionate about Georgian architecture. And the day I saw this property, I thought, we've got to have it. We can move the workshop into part of it, I can live in part of it. I think for all the folks who work with us here, this is a magical place, and the building to me breathes and oozes just art and love.
The main aim is to be what we always wanted to be, which is the best price, the best service, the best customer service, with the best product, and keep expanding like we are.
Simi, like I say, joined the company, and she's taken it that extra step because we'll get some of the top artists of the world, we'll bring them here. They can actually experience our love of art, and we hope when they leave that they get a little bit of us to take away with them, because I really believe we have created something special here, and we're ready now to take it to the next level.